Welcome to my favorite nonprofit radio segment called Nonprofits Care. Their causes are really extraordinary.
Nonprofit organizations serve our community in a host of ways, and yet, until now, there's never been one place to find out about causes that are really extraordinary. It's time for Nonprofits Who Care, hosted by Ralph Grills, founder of My Favorite Nonprofit.
We are the children. Welcome back to the Experience Press Radio Show with Angel and Eric. It is time for my favorite nonprofit segment called Nonprofits Who Care. Causes are really extraordinary. And this last weekend, Angel, we got to see several extraordinary things.
You know, one of the things that when you work with the organization, My Favorite Nonprofit, you can actually sign up to feature your favorite nonprofit. You can go on the website, myfavoriternonprofit.com, and say, this is my favorite nonprofit. And we all have something that's near and dear to our heart.
You bet.
And then as a nonprofit, you can actually sign up to be a part of the network that Ralph Grills and his team have put together. And one of those nonprofits that is participating and participated recently was Project Cure.
That's correct.
And Ralph, myfavoriternonprofit.com and Project Cure got together and put together, this is one of the benefits of working with My Favorite Nonprofit, they put together a classic car ride auction. And one gentleman who owns 12 classic cars, he owns all 12 of them.
Unbelievable cars.
Donated the use of these 12 cars for an event that benefited Project Cure. And we all showed up last Saturday morning at the warehouse site. There was a professional auctioneer was there, Jamba Juice was there, Project Cure was there, and you got to bid on the car that you wanted to drive.
Darren let us drive his cars.
He let everybody. I thought, as we're cruising down the road in this caravan from Highlands Ranch down to Arrowhead Golf Course in Roxborough, I thought, this is a very brave man for letting strangers, really, drive his possessions.
You know, we're talking a classic Thunderbird convertible, which, by the way, we took a photo in, and it's circulating around a little bit, that photo. And I had hair.
Oh yeah, we all got dolled up for the event. Came out in full 50s garb to celebrate, bubble gum and all.
Right.
Poodle skirt. Eric was who are you? Maxwell, Johnny?
No.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo kind of looks like. I had a. Since I don't know if you follow this or not, but I am missing all of my hair. We shaved it off a couple of weeks ago in kind of alignment with a friend who's going through cancer. But I shaved it off. But I have one of those latex, Max Headroom kind of.
It's very cool looking,
yeah.
And you have to see the pictures.
And it goes perfectly with the 50s theme. So I thought I'd put it on and take the pictures, and it was great. They had a Model T car, or maybe it was Model A, I think it is.
They had, yeah, and you can start to describe the cars, and as they were doing the auction, I had to go and stand in front of them, and they would say, all right, Angel, we're going to be in front of the 1956 Chevy T-Bird. You know which one that is, right? I'm like, which color is that one?
You had a little help from some friends. Hey, you know what? You can see all these cars. They're all photographed on myfavoriternonprofit.com. It was a great event. They raised lots of money for Project Cure. Of course, Project Cure, they're the ones that can take all the medicine and the utensils, the medical supplies that we don't use, that we would normally throw away. Maybe you need a scalpel, but it comes in a 5-pack, and the doctor pulls out one, and they have to, because now it's not sterile, they have to throw away all those other ones. Well, there are countries in the world that have no medical supplies, and Project Cure coordinates all that and sends all of that all around the world.
Well, it was a pretty fantastic event, and you can see those pictures at myfavoriternonprofit.com. But while you're there, this is what we want you to do. We want you to tell us, who is your favorite nonprofit? This is one of the things. There are so many charities in the Denver market, in the country, in the world, and they're all vying for our attention. And if we haven't heard of you, we don't tend to volunteer for you.
Right.
If we haven't heard of you, you're not going to get the donations that you need to do the really good work that you're set out to do. And so every week, My Favorite Nonprofit features a favorite nonprofit, a cause who's really extraordinary here on the Experience Post radio show. And you can hear all of those and either on the website, myfavoritenonprofit.com. You can also download those off of our Experience Pros app. But you definitely want to make sure your favorite nonprofit is featured.
Absolutely. And so make sure that you sign up for the membership. Individual membership is free on myfavoritenonprofit.com. And that's where you kind of join the community and you learn about other things. You may suggest some nonprofits. Nonprofit membership is $199
for the year.
For the entire year.
Yes.
And it makes so much sense because when you get in there, let's say you get in, you're on the list. Now people can be aware of you. It is a thriving community, and Ralph draws from that community to feature them on this radio show. And one segment on this radio show pays for your year and then the next year as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's that powerful.
Yeah, the PR coverage that you're going to get and everything that he does is all about featuring those nonprofits. A few months ago, he did an event for Up With People, put together a big gala. So anytime that you see that My Favorite Nonprofit is backing up a nonprofit event, you can guarantee they're going to have a great turnout. They're going to have some fantastic guests. They're going to raise awareness. And when you raise awareness, you also raise funds for your charity.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what it is all about at the end of the day. There's so much you want to do. There's so much you want to accomplish. And you just wish somebody had heard of us. You know, that's what we're all struggling with, whether it's in our business, customer service, or our charity. We just wish more people knew we existed. Well, here's a resource for you. It's an online community, myfavoritenonprofit.com. Ralph Grills hosts Nonprofits Who Care. Causes are really extraordinary. You know, he's writing a book. You know,
there's just no stopping this man. Ralph is really very active and so on. You know, one of the things that I love about myfavoritenonprofit.com, there are 5,329 connections available through this social website, and in covering 9 categories: animals, environment, international, arts, cultures and humanities, health, public benefit, education, human services, and a religious element. If you have a nonprofit that you're interested in, go search them out. See if they're there. Make sure that you told them, I saw you on myfavoritenonprofit.com.
Yeah, let them know. Let them know how you heard about them, because that makes a difference too. Where should we invest our resources? Where should we put our people? Well, let them know where you heard about them. And we hope that you definitely sign up your favorite nonprofit. There are so many. As Eric said, over 5,000 are listed, and we know that's just the tip of the iceberg. Is your cause really extraordinary? We know that it is. You know that it is. But somebody's got to tell the story.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So special thanks from us, the Experience Pros, to Ralph Grills, myfavoritenonprofit.com. Go there, check it out, sign up for your free membership. You will not regret being associated with this organization.
I even, like, all day had back to the cars. Some of them even had the little fuzzy dice hanging from the rearview mirror. I mean, these were fantastic. And so we're also, maybe while you're at the website, or if you follow My Favorite Nonprofit on Facebook, let them know you want them to do a second annual classic car ride.
Absolutely.
Because these cars were fantastic. You don't want to miss it out.
Where else are you going to get the opportunity to ride, to drive an Edsel, right?
I know. This is
a Chevy Bel Air.
Quite the experience, once in a lifetime experience. So go to his Facebook page and put the word out. You want him to do a second annual, and maybe your nonprofit could be the one that's featured.
Facebook.com, search for My Favorite Nonprofit. We love it. Well, it's hard to believe another hour is over, but the good news is we still have another hour ahead.
You're gonna fire up the satellite.
I am. We're gonna get the bird to fly. And folks, don't go anywhere, because I'll tell you what, it has been a great show. We do want to give special thanks to Walt Wilson, Private Pension by Design, Elizabeth Lewis, who gave us some serious good information on employees versus independent contractors, Casper Stockham, and of course we can't do it without Ralph Grills. He always bats clean up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these messages.
KLZ 560, The Source.
Don't miss the opportunity to change your family tree forever. Hey folks, this is Dave Ramsey, and I'm coming to Denver on October 25th for